game. That's why I don't remember him playing it.
Yeah,
he played so many memes, man.
I did a playthrough of that.
All of his retro playthroughs were memes or fucking Mario.
Collecting for Sega CD. I now have all of them. All of these.
It's actual good games he could have played, but he purposely bought meme games.
So we may do a digital pictures week.
I think he doesn't do now.
Yeah, we did.
It was really
we did it during that week.
There may be a digital pictures week in the works sometime in 2012. In fact, maybe sooner than you think, because there's some downtime coming up in January. So maybe it's something I'll be thinking of doing. I'm not sure. All right, then we've got Captain America and the Avengers.
Great game.
I was kind of pissed because the collector's pin was not inside as promised. I don't know what they were thinking when they sold this to me without that. But this is an arcade-style game. It actually started out as an arcade game.
Yeah, it's a port of the arcade game.
And it actually is two-player beat-em-up co-op. A really good game. It'll be good for like maybe a co-op playthrough someday. Just
I think John and I did that. I'm almost positive we did a playthrough of that too.
They fucking played that too.
John already has it.
He really was driving him into the ground sometimes, huh?
You do? I didn't even know that.
I didn't beat it though. I got like a couple.
Oh god, I played this too.
Alright, we got A Nightmare on Elm Street, and it's kind of funny because during the Halloween special for 2011,
never played Mario Brothers 1, never played Mario Brothers 2.
It was going to be Freddy versus Jason.
Never played Yoshi's Island.
And I didn't have the game.
Never played
so
any Yoshi game, I think,
Jekyll
for the
versus
internet.
Jason.
Instead, he buys retro memes and plays
this
them instead.
for
Arcade ports.
Sounds
yeah. Good.
Yeah, it says right on it.
The tap? Really?
I'm gonna go find it.
Oh my god.
Awesome.
4-player Nightmare on Elm Street co-op playthrough? Jesus Christ. That's going to be brutal. Oh my god. You know how slow the fucking, like, the parallax scrolling and shit's gonna be? It's gonna be like, bup, 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 bup. Alright, we'll look into that. Yeah, 4 players, it's right there. Now, this game, this game I have some history with, okay? Now, when I was growing up in arcades,
an actual good old game.
Yeah, this is the one I could never beat when I actually owned this game when I was a kid and I couldn't beat it, but then I beat this, but then I couldn't beat Ninja Gaiden 1.
And it's not a meme.
Ninja Gaiden 1 I still have never beaten. It's so fucking tough.
Ninja Gaiden on the arcade machine, okay? Had really amazing, high-resolution graphics, really good music, interesting gameplay, and I used to plunk quarter after quarter into that gameplay, and I loved it. Then I got Ninja Gaiden 2 for NES, and it was nothing like that game. It kicks your fucking ass. You die 7 billion times. There's amazing, cheap, instant deaths. And I remember I had this game as a kid, and I played the hell out of it, and I could never beat it. So now I've pledged to myself.
I got artwork. One of my paintings is
going
of
to beat this
It's in my hallway right now.
Oh, why would you say that?
It's in my hallway that I won't show you because I'm scared to show my house.
I'm an adult.
Thanks.
You defeated me as a boy. Now I'm
I like
a
to
man,
imagine
and
stuff.
I will beat this game's ass in 2012. I promise.
Guys, I have this really cool stuff
Ninja
everywhere, but I
Gaiden 2,
can't show
I'm going to
it.
beat that
But
game
trust me,
this
it's
year.
fucking cool.
That game was going.
I wish you could see
All
it.
right, and last but not least, this is pretty stupid. I'm trying to get some of the more obscure games for Sega CD.
Hey, look, more shit he wasted his money on. Nice.
For Sega CD.
Sealed.
CNC
Big ups.
Music Factory.
Oh, yeah. Well, we did that. Remember that?
So.
Yeah,
Alright, so those are the games that I picked up. Now I'm going to show you some of the art that I picked up. As well.
More shit he wasted money
This
on.
is
Nice.
a collaboration
the crazy art
between
DSP, tell us about how
Square
Pandalita
Painter,
didn't want that stuff on the wall.
artwork from before, and Pixel Papa,
least he
we've
lived with
also
his
seen me buy
soulmate
things
now.
from before. What
She
happens is
enjoys
Square
his
Painter
nerdy
painted the
stuff, too.
background. Pixel Papa made all of the bead artwork for this. And so this is a 18 by 18 square of Mega Man using the leaf shield fighting
Still got this in
Airman
my hallway right now.
in Mega Man 2.
Good.
And I thought that was really neat. And what they said they're planning on doing is they're going to try to do a whole set of all 8 Robot Masters for Mega Man 8. I'm sorry, Mega Man 3. And he already showed me they have Snake Man done. And Snake Man looks really good, but they didn't have it at a MagFest. So I'm hoping that they have some of that later this year. Maybe at Too Many Games they were saying they might have it. Then I did go to Square Painter, and I got a couple things. First of all, I got...
No TM53 Twitch. This was not People Play Games in Chicago. This was MagFest in Virginia.
I like how he was about to accidentally say it. This is Too Many Games.
Dive kicking Leonardo, which is
The
pretty
one he
cool.
went to
Pretty
Pandalita
basic,
with,
but it's small. Somewhere maybe I'd be able to fit it somewhere on my wall. This is from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game for NES, by the way.
He rage
and then as for a big piece of artwork I picked up from Super Mario Brothers.
Yep.
You got Mario with his fireballs.
This is right outside my door. This is right outside my door, right here in the hallway.
The Pignosis is getting too
between
strong.
the 2 offices. Is this
And there's not much
right
defenses
now.
you have.
So it's really cool. Like,
believe it or not, there's 2
ways
to get inflicted with Pignosis.
Shit,
Because he can get you the direct way with like talking in his eyes, or you can take the pig pill,
and it's part of my
which
life.
is slower, but it lasts longer. It's actually,
you know what I mean? I grew up playing
terrifying.
Mario Brothers 1, Mega Man 2.
Could you imagine getting hit with both of those?
Like, I would love to still have those artworks hanging.
Yeah, Mario Brothers 1 is never gonna get old to DSP.
The fucking figures and shit that I bought, the giant Marvel statues and shit. That's silly. Like, those were just so too expensive and stuff.
Statues are silly, but overpriced fucking little whip paintings.
Giant fucking statue you gotta put somewhere. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get rid of them, but no luck yet.
Hundreds of dollars on weird paintings are cool.
Chucking his hammers on statues in one of the dungeon stages, the castle stages. So, some new additions of artwork that I'll be adding. I have to find somewhere to put these in my condo.
In the bathroom.
Yeah. I could put it above the toilet. A nice piece of artwork.
Yeah.
Leonardo died kicking the turds into the toilet.
It's crazy how Mario Brothers is supposed to be this beloved game in DSP's world somehow.
So that's why there were actually some bigger pieces that I liked, but I have nowhere to put them. So I said,
he likes the art so much. He spends hundreds on the artwork and never plays the game for his legacy.
For MagFest 2012.
For the one thing in his life to have now. He doesn't play the biggest game in the world ever.
In some videos, I'll try to find a place where people can see them. And
sounds fucking good to me.
And that's it. So that's it for
Lil B is a better
game
gamer than DSP. How dare you?
For 4 days.
I should play those Lil B.
And we're gonna relax now. We're gonna chill out, get some sleep.
Yeah. I do have some footage, but I'm gonna have to like edit it.
My favorite Lil B videos.
I have some pretty funny moments.
Mario Brothers, haven't played it yet. Classic.
Our table just running up to people and hassling them.
He didn't. It's something else. Oh yeah, Mario 64.
He did eventually on his channel, John Rambo Presents,
which is a wild one to say
he put up a montage, and it was actually a really funny montage.
Yeah. A nice montage of harassing people.
Nice montage of harassing people.
Great slot,
yes, Fruits07. I still have this giant CM Punk plaque for when he was the longest reigning modern WWE champion. I still have it. It's in storage now because I had it hanging in my hallway, and it fucking fell off. I put like what do they call them, those sticky tab Velcro things, and it fucking fell off the wall and crashed to the floor. Luckily, it didn't break or anything. So I just have it over in the storage like against the wall now. But I still have it.
That'll be good. Yeah. So expect that on John Rambo Presents later this week.
Like Tuesday or something.
But for now, this is us signing off for day 4. And then
I like how we got this super valuable plaque that they only made like 500 of,
which is cool.
sitting in fucking
really
storage,
nice. We're not going to watch it now. But the day 5
something that could pay probably more than one bill if he sold it.
On the trip home, we go to Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash.
It's sitting against the wall.
Locations from the movie Clerks in New Jersey, which is kind of cool. All right, so ladies and gentlemen,
can the fans buy it?
That's gonna wrap it up for.
He never tried to offer to sell that CM Punk thing. He likes CM Punk too much.
Or not playthrough, retrospective event. It was fun.
Yeah, this was fucking.
If anything, I would say I had a lot of fun.
Dark Souls is already over with. We barely watched it, and we're never gonna watch it again.
Time. But I would recommend, guys, if you want these events to be better in the future, because I know you guys want them, you keep asking for them.
Make my events better. Tell me to play videos that I want to play, like Dark Souls.
And nominate your favorite
and Metal Gear Solid 3, right?
Not even 2 pages of stuff to go through, and by the time that we were almost more than halfway through, people were already bored and were like, "Man, I wish there were better suggestions." I'm like, "I'm just going off of what people
said that.
Suggested.
They didn't say that.
I can't.
People shit on Derek.
Out of my butt.
No one was in droves saying people need better suggestions. DSP said people
you guys
need
have been
better
watching.
suggestions.
I'm sure you all have your favorite moments from over the years
what the
that
hell?
you could recommend. So please, the next time we're gonna do one, consider nominating. I will do the same thing where I have open nominations on the forums, and then you guys can nominate stuff. Okay. Sound good? All right, thank you guys. I want to say, obviously, look, the support today was great for one of these events. Thank you guys very much. This will obviously help me out a little bit this week. So thanks very much. And, tomorrow we go back to normal gameplay, full gameplay streaming again for the rest of the week. This is just a one-off, thing, an oddball thing. But thanks, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the June 2019 retrospective. All right, I stopped recording for YouTube. So a couple quick things, guys. First of all, thanks. You guys were cool. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I do. That was fun.
We're cool. No, I didn't know that. Big ups.
By the way, Flybeast just gave me another $25. Thank you
nice.
very much, Flybeast. So actually, we topped $350 in tips.
We can update the leaderboard.
Thank you guys very much for this.
Thank you guys.
We're gonna make a lot of use of this in the next coming weeks with the builds.
Dude, the CM Punk plaque is literally worth more than what he made this entire stream.
But,
are we fucking kidding right now?
Thanks to everyone who hung out with me. Thanks to anyone who
you guys helped out a lot, man. Sell your CM Punk plaque. That's worth more than this whole stream.
People keep asking me about a monthly goal for June. I'll be very honest with all of you. The only thing that I
Years
can think
ago,
of is I
that
really
shit
would
was
like
on
to do
eBay.
A viewer's choice
And it was
playthrough. This is what I
selling out a lot.
wanted to do 2 months ago. But it seemed it didn't
$354.
motivate
You guys
anyone
really
to
helped
sub
out.
for whatever reason.
Don't
The
worry
viewer's
about my
choice
weird
playthrough, the way
plaque
it
I
would
got
work is
sitting in
this.
storage.
If we hit a certain sub goal, which I haven't determined what the
Time
hell
to
it would
sell
be
sub
at,
goals
but if we hit
again,
a
I
certain
guess.
sub goal for the month, then
Right.
that month, people will begin to nominate games they want to see as a viewer's choice playthrough. You go to my forums,
wants to
nominate a
make you
game,
spend
and
more
what we
money
would do
for
is
more
take
to-
in for like
to
2-3
put
weeks
more effort into
nominations,
making his
and then
stuff
I would
good.
narrow them down to the games that were most
That's
commonly
insane.
nominated to like maybe a poll of 20, and then people would vote on that to narrow it down to like a poll of 5. You know what I mean? Like we keep doing this until finally we got it down to one game that would be a playthrough for like the summer or the fall of.
Look how much
viewer's
effort he
choice
wants his
playthrough.
viewers to go through after paying
And what I would
money.
do is I would also give people who are my patrons some priority, so the patrons would
course.
have their own method to nominate and vote.
And you
that
have
would
to pay when he
automatically,
does
like,
the
make it into
actual
the top
thing, too.
5 for voting or whatever.
Very nice.
I wanted to do this 2 months ago, and this
Sure
was
you
the
did.
goal. This was the subs goal for April, and we
Sure
never
it
hit the
was.
subs goal. People just
Whoops.
basically were not motivated.
It was
to-
the
to
sub goal,
subscribe
but you
for
never hit it.
Yeah, people told me they wanted the event, and then it didn't happen, and people were disappointed.
He said he
you
was
know?
doing. I remember this. He said he was
So,
doing viewer's choice.
Pepsi Pimp says last time they chose Phoenix
This
Wright, that was
elaborate
disappointing. That's
shit he
wrong.
just
That
told
was
us
not
about, he didn't
a
say
viewer's
that
choice
back then.
event. That was
Get
a
the fuck outta here.
patron's choice event. This means everyone would be eligible to nominate a game. Everybody would be able to go nominate, not just the patrons. It's different.
If he gave
The
it this
patrons is like
elaborate
30
bullshit
people
when he
who are
originally talked
nominating
about it,
and
he might have
voting.
hit the goal.
Everyone means like potentially hundreds, if not thousands
didn't
of people
explain it
could
like this
nominate. Not that I
originally.
would ever think that would happen, but at least you'd have more people. You know what I mean?
So you can call them trolls? When a lot of people
So that's
vote,
really
you
the
call
only
them trolls.
idea I have. If you guys like that idea, then I'll set up a goal.
His idea
for
is
subs
something
this
that's
month.
not an
But
idea
honestly,
at all.
I don't know
It's
what else
something
to
we've been
do.
doing for
Like,
years. Sounds good.
I'm kind of tapped out on ideas for monthly goals here because
Tapped out
you
on
know,
ideas.
I'm
Mr.
just so busy.
Creativity.
That's the
Everyone
problem.
else
It would
is
be like
untalented.
if I had time.
Everyone
to
else
do,
is
oh,
a
I can do a
cheapskate
special
and a
extra
hack, and they
event.
don't
When
have-
do I
they
do
don't
it?
have
I'm
skill.
already kind of
have
tapped
no
out,
ideas, you
streaming
guys.
the shit
I'm
out
tapped
of
out.
myself here. You know, like every
Streaming
day,
the shit out of
all day I'm
himself.
streaming, and then the one day I don't stream is the day I get to spend time with my wife. It's like, when else do
Okay.
I have time? Oh, Phil, do a special edited video. When?
When?
I don't have time for this anymore.
Nice
I've become the
black
guy who's
background, by the
literally
way,
streaming
as
so
you
much that I
complain
don't have
about
time
everything
to do
at the
anything
end of your
special.
stream.
So that's what I mean. Like a
You ride
special
us out with
playthrough of a
complaints.
viewer's choice playthrough, putting
Thanks
the
for
power in
watching
your
the stream,
hands
you guys. You're a bunch
is
of
cool
fucking
idea,
assholes,
'cause
and I
that's
hate
the playthrough
doing
we can
it.
squeeze it to the normal stream.
Sounds
You see
good.
what I mean?
Show up next time.
Or this retro event.
I have to
It was a
feed
good
my
thing,
wife.
a one-off day. We just do this, and it was a fun thing to do because there was no new releases that were too prioritizing right now. Where I couldn't stop playing them or whatever.
I don't have free time, man.
You see what I mean?
I'm too busy pretending to play games.
So
Come
it's
on.
this simple. I'll give it a day or two. You guys think about what you want. If you like the idea,
You
of the
guys
viewer's
think
choice
about
event,
what
great.
you
If
want.
not, please give me
Great.
some suggestions, and we'll talk about it over the next couple of days of streaming. And I'll determine.
I wonder
maybe
what
by early
suggestions
this
we
coming
can
week
give.
What I'm going to do with a sub goal for June if we're going to do one. or
DSP
not.
tries it.
Okay.
Nope. Cooking video.
So just a quick
nope.
reminder,
Shower video.
Since
Nope.
we are at the end of the stream
What
now,
can he do? He
tomorrow
can play a
I'm playing
game.
the Code Vein
He can play a new
Alpha.
game, or he
I
can
got a
play an
code
old
for
game.
it,
That's what
thanks
he
to
can
a
do.
viewer, and I'm going to be checking that out tomorrow. Tomorrow night, Phoenix Wright
Can't
Trials
do anything
Tribulations.
else.
Monday, the conclusion of
Anything
a Plague Tale
else.
Innocence, followed by my weekly Minecraft stream. Tuesday, either Mortal
want the
Kombat 11
tombstone or
or
you
the
want the little
premiere
stick to
of
stand up
Layers
the
of Fear
ground?
2,
That's what he can give you.
followed by my weekly Blackout
You
Wild
got the
Royal
same-
stream. And
same
then
end
Wednesday,
result.
again, either Mortal
You
Kombat
can just make
or
one look a little bit different.
Layers of Fear, followed by more Phoenix Wright. And that's
Yes,
it for
man.
this streaming week. Remember, Thursday is my day off. When we come back on Friday, it'll be ongoing playthroughs, but it's going to start to pair with E3
calm the
coverage.
fuck down,
'cause E3
DSP.
coverage
Didn't
starts
you
that
lie to us
weekend.
and tell us you
so
was
I'll
tired?
have more of an idea.
You're
of
flailing
what to
too much,
expect.
buddy.
Basically,
You
what
look
I'll
like
do is
you're
on my
happy
day
to
off,
leave.
I'll take some time to look and say, oh, okay, here's E3 and here's the press conferences.
He
I wanna
loves
cover
streaming
and
so
stuff.
much.
And I'll
That's
give you
why
a
he's
better
so
idea how I'm
yawns
covering
so much
that,
and he's so
this
tired
week,
until right
okay?
before he leave. Then he has so much energy out of nowhere. That's
All right,
because
guys.
he really likes to stream.
Thank you for a great stream. It was a fun time.
Look at this Todd dude.
You guys
He's
are
so
amazingly
sleepy.
supportive. Thank you for that. I can't wait to see it
Well,
tomorrow.
Saul got in the
I
making
don't
of
really
it. I'm
don't know
tired
what
right
Game's
now,
gonna
man.
Be like. Everyone says it's like Dark Souls of anime.
The stream
right?
isn't boring and the money didn't slow down. I'm
we'll
just really
see.
fucking
First day
tired.
tomorrow,
God
we'll see
damn.
how good
Man,
it
I'm
is.
tired. I have
go
to show
from
up.
there.
I have to come back later, man.
And
Stream
that's
might have
it.
to end soon.
All right, guys. Thanks
I'm
very
feeling
much. What I'm
tired,
going to do right
man.
now, upload all these videos to DSP Gaming from this marathon and
He's tired.
relax
Tired
some,
from
'cause I've been
sitting
in this office
down
all
and not
goddamn day. I gotta
talking.
get out of here and relax a little bit. So.
He has to
All right,
get
guys, thank
out
you.
of
Have a good
here
evening.
and relax.
And I'll see you all tomorrow for a full day of streaming. All right, everyone? Peace out. Have a a good
Clock
night.
in, clock out,
See
dude.
you later.
He got to get out of there and relax. He just spent 10 hours watching YouTube videos for a stream. He has to relax after doing that. Not even because he liked to pretend like playing games take effort. Like I said earlier, that's his big argument with me restreaming him, is that I'm not holding the controller playing the games. Well, he didn't do that today either, and he's tired after sitting down. and he wants to go relax, which is sit down. So he want to change seats, basically, and watch wrestling. Let's be honest here. You saw how excited he was early in the stream when that dude told him, I think he said NXT ended, or it was happening. He was like, whoa, NXT? That was probably the most pepped up he was until Fly Beast sent him that $60. Whoa, NXT? You know what he doing tonight. Get out of here. He timed it perfectly, dude. He can watch wrestling.
Anonymous tipped $4.20. Puff harder.
Big ups
if he's
indeed.
gonna complain this much, he should GE a real kitten job.
I don't think it's the end to anything I can play. I wish he would have opened up this channel on stream, because he pointed out the LTG picture. But I mean, look at the picture. He was like, oh, it's a picture with me and LTG. Well, would he have preferred the original picture to be there with that other person in it? I think LTG might be better based on the way he act when he see that other person on screen. Custom Xbox thing. I didn't watch this.
Something that I would like to show you.
Oh, this is a great video,
that I
I'm
think
sure.
is pretty cool.
I have to
it's
watch
actually what I used yesterday at the tournament in Stratford of Street Fighter 4.
Exclamation mark Brian works in his channel.
This is my custom Hori Real
No, not
Arcade
finished
Pro
that
joystick
video,
for
yeah.
Xbox 360.
I've been
And as you
here
can
all
see,
day, man. I've been in the
there's
office
a lot of
all day.
modifications to it.
I gotta get out of here.
This originally started out as a Hori Real Arcade Pro
You gotta
EX for
get
the
out.
360. And I did some modifications, so just to kind of show you. First of all, new
You gotta
top,
switch
and as you
seats
can
to
see,
watch wrestling.
custom
Feels
art
bad.
created just for this stick. These buttons are not the original stock button. These are
He should watch this.
Sanwa
He should have watched
replacement
this on his,
buttons.
retrospective. This
As
is
you
a
see,
really
I
good
have
video.
removed the 2 extra buttons that would normally be on the right-hand side here, which sometimes are very annoying. The joystick itself is the original stock stick that was in here. However, I replaced the ball top, the
Street
gray
Fighter
ball top,
where it's
with
going behind
a
Blanca's
green
awkward.
one. And as you can see
Oh,
right
okay.
there, got my little DSP logo
Whoa,
on
look
there.
how much he
The
did.
plexiglass top. So
Some
I just
dude
wanted to kind of
photoshopped
show
in his
everyone. A
logo
lot
on
of
his
people always
stolen
ask,
artwork.
"Hey
Very
Phil, what
nice.
stick do you use?" Well, this is now going to be the stick I'm going to use whenever I'm playing on Xbox 360. How
I
did
don't
I
like
do
this
it?
marathon?
Where did I get the
Question mark,
parts?
because nothing really
What
happened. I
kind
thought
of
there would
work
be
goes
some
into
epic
creating a
moments,
custom
but I
stick
guess
like
not.
this? Well,
Maybe allow fans to post
this is
on
pretty much
Twitter,
just a
ask in
preview
chat.
because what I'm going to
Because
do is
most
eventually
fans
put up
on
a
here,
series
not
of
every fan will
videos
go to a
on this new
private
channel,
website.
which is the King
Whoops.
of Hate HD, where I'm not going to have gameplay footage. I'm going to have all kinds of different stuff.
DSP.
And the first series
he really
of videos
is
that I'm
all
going to
about hype. And it's somebody showing up to his streams every day like, oh shit, Phil's gonna have some cool epic moment. Whoa, he's gonna be doing his retrospective stream. Phil's gonna watch his old videos. It's gonna be so cool. And this is the videos we get when Phil watches his
Could
old
be
videos.
either
This is what we get.
Dionysus or Heracles.
We don't know.
Dionysus is more likely, who was the god of
Oh
wine
yeah,
and celebrations.
excited yet? Is it
The
hype so
party
far?
guy's the only guy that gets his head intact. Everyone else gets effed up.
We made it.
DSP, my favorite guy
That's
for
right, he wasn't
historical
nervous.
footage. I love him for
His
that.
spine
That's what
wasn't
he's known
rigid.
for.
And a horse, two horses, only one head
The
survives.
best part of the marathon was when Phil sat with a blank expression in silence for several minutes at a time.
Alright, I guess we should check
He
out
probably
Cena now.
racing to upload those videos so he can go relax, like he said. But he's still in the office right now, uploading his videos. That's pretty nice looking. I don't know why this originally existed, but it existed, and you can watch it now. Big ups. This is the kind of content DSP
Now,
like to
okay.
watch.
That's just good.
This is what he likes.
Laughing, this fucking guy. Look at this weirdo.
They're like, whoa! I see a car in the thumbnail. That must be a good
Charlie's good
video.
food and good times. Where? Where the fuck did
Oh
you see
snap!
Chuck E.
I
Cheese?
see a
Are you
red
serious?
light in this video. This has to be a good one. We're
Oh
riding
my
in the
God,
car.
There really is a Chuck E. Cheese.
Of course, it's a Chuck E. Cheese.
They don't even get out the
And a
car.
taco smell.
And this is multiple videos. This isn't one video. Well, it is, but you know what I mean.
No.
It's
I
the
don't think you have
multiple
the right address.
DSP ones
Yes, I do.
fused.
I don't think you do because
Oh shit! They got out
so
and
what
it
you
was
do
to
is
eat.
we bought a whole bunch of
Yeah, he watched this for his
around
last
10
retrospective, I think.
artists from
Yeah, he did.
Gaiden where the cabinets are gonna.
Maybe. This look familiar. Yep.
Should have Robert Downey.
Oh, look who doing all the work.
Drunk and
Slobbering all over himself.
with prostitutes.
He's like shitting his pants.
DSP as always, the alpha in every situation.
He's got
He
transvestites.
paid, dude. He paid.
He's doing the line of blow off a hooker's dick.
Then we went to, where we go? We went to where we took a shopping cart. We run into the room and that shit.
That was Midwest.
Yeah, that was good.
Hey, we had to. What else were we gonna...
I want to finish playing something. What's a? I know what I could do. I know exactly what I could do. Now, would this have an actual video? Not the word have. Would this have an actual video? Is the question. I'm pushing next to doubt. It might not have a dedicated video. We could play this. Nah, fuck that video. I've seen that one way too much. I just want to see his general Dark Souls 1 bullshit. So I guess I can go to the last part of the original thing. It's weird the way he handled this Dark Souls playthrough. Because if I remember right, he fused his original playthrough with his redone thing when he came to Twitch.
Maybe if I use my...
Oh shit, he didn't. Wow, it was 66 fucking parts? Holy crap. 66 parts to not beat the game and then review it.
Okay, so...
Why? DSP playing the game for 66 parts, well, 65 parts, not beating it and reviewing it somehow isn't a part of his 11-year legacy. Somehow, that's not a part of his legacy. He watched like part 2. After skipping part 1, he watched a little bit of part 2. He was like, oh, this is boring. A game you played for 66 parts, didn't beat, and fucking reviewed. Phenomenal.
What's going on, everyone?
103,000 views, 2011. Obviously, a lot of interaction on it. This had no impact on him as a YouTube at all. The food he ate with Rambo had a bigger impact than this hot Dark Souls playthrough.
And welcome to another edition of the Heathful
It's sad that this video is so long, because I don't want to let the stream
My air
run this whole
conditioner is
time.
getting
'Cause
fucking loud as hell, and I'm about to go punch
This is
it.
intense.
Shut up. Okay. Sorry about that. So here are the things I don't like about the game.
Oh.
The fact that a lot of things aren't explained to you. And I'm not talking about, oh, the secret treasure or the way to fight to kill this boss, stuff like that. Okay, that's the kind of stuff you should have to figure out during a game, okay? But not, how do you use a simple magic spell being so complicated and never explained anywhere in the game? Not explaining critical functions of a game that are necessary to win, I don't agree with. I think that at least the game should explain to you what you're supposed to be doing.
Oh, he is really focused on uploading videos.
And like I said, there is an open world.
Because he would have banned that
nice,
dude by now.
But for people who aren't trying to play this game like an MMO, you know what I mean? A massively multiplayer online game where it is an open world and you can go anywhere. A lot of people for console games don't like that aspect. They would rather know where they're supposed to be going, or at least have a general idea of what they're supposed to be doing. While this game does not give you that at all they say is, go ring 2 bells. Good fucking luck figuring out where they are or what you're supposed to do. When you get there, just fucking go out there and kill shit. And that's all you're told, okay? The difficulty, okay? It's grueling. It's difficult. Now, there's 2 different kinds of difficulty. There's difficulty because there's a sharp learning curve, and then there's a difficulty because the game makers were fucking malicious. This game has both, okay? Yes, there is a very strong learning curve in learning the controls, in learning the way the world works, and that kind of stuff. But for the most part, here's how you succeed in the game. You play apprehensively, you play carefully, you guys think like, if I were in real life, would I want to fight 5 guys at once or 1 guy? And you play it carefully, and most of the time if you play with common...
So you succeed at... First of all, he didn't beat the game. He literally rage quit it and then did a review. But you beat the game by playing it and thinking like it's real life. And that's coming from the guy that didn't beat the game at this point in time and was reviewing it.
...sense, you will succeed.
It's a good thing those assholes at IGN beat all of the games they review, dude. Because if they didn't, boy, Dark Side Phil would get really fucking mad if they didn't.
Things that piss me off about the game are things that have nothing to do with common sense. things that
How
are
is
traps,
this not
things that
part
are
of his
meant to
11-year
intentionally
legacy?
Fuck you and make
This
you
is a
have to
cool,
replay
memorable DSP
multiple
moment
times
when he
things that
rage
you've
quit Dark
already
Souls and
sped
reviewed
through
it.
and already beaten, but you have to beat them over and over and over to get to the next
And
part.
then even if you
And
can,
there
you
will
have
be
to sit
times
through
when
a
you will
almost
instantly
30-minute long
die,
review too.
and you're like, well, now
So
I
he
know that I
punish you for
instantly
it.
die that way. There was no way for me to know
could
that
even
before,
brag about
but
the
now I
view
have to
count.
replay 15 minutes of gameplay to
103,000
get back to
views,
where I was, okay? And that's fucking frustrating as hell, dying just for the sake of dying, for the sake of trial and error, until you figure out, should I have done X or should I have
I have
done
a
Y
coupon for
here? And you
Burger
say,
King.
oh, I should have
I
done
wanna
Y, but there was no way for me to learn that without dying and having to replay stuff, okay? Now, another thing that pisses me off about the game, the saving system and the soul system.
You got the
way the
collector's
game works
edition
is the
too,
more
of course.
things you kill, you earn
If
souls.
only that fucking strategy
And the
guide wouldn't have been
souls
sold out.
are
God
used for
damn.
multiple things. You can buy things from
His whole
vendors
life
like
was
weapons
changed
and
because of that
items.
GameStop that day.
You can level up your weapons and armor at blacksmiths. You can level up your character at bonfires. Bonfires are
Yeah,
fires
his
that you
mods let
find,
him down big time today.
that allow you to save
It's
your
almost like
game.
all his
And
mods are memes and people that
I
don't
like
them
aspects
anymore.
of it, and I
Or
don't
both.
like aspects of it. What I like is every time you
Yes,
find
bad.
a bonfire, you automatically replenish all your healing items. That's
At
cool.
least,
I like that.
Fly
What I
Beast
don't
gave
like
him
is you
money
automatically respawn
today or
every
something.
enemy in the game except for
Big
the
ups to Fly
uniques
Beast.
and the bosses. Okay, so you
I
just
think the
spent
stream was
40
stronger
minutes
than the other
to
one,
find
too.
this fucking bonfire. Yes, I finally did it. And now
I
every
don't
enemy you
know.
just killed has reappeared, and it could really be
I
frustrating
posted to Twitter
because the
when I
problem
started
is
this.
the
Yeah, I
game
did.
doesn't
This
have a
stream
lot
was
of
shorter.
bonfires. The bonfires aren't very frequent.
Remember when these
The ones
streams
that you
was 10 and,
find
10 and 11
are
hours?
few and far between, and a lot of the times what the
So-
game ends up doing is giving you
He
paths
streams
back
less
to
when he
previous
does these now at this
bonfires,
point.
so that if you die, you can respawn from that bonfire
The only
and then come
thing he
back.
really
Problem being,
lost
a
was
lot of
his,
times you have to
2-hour-long
grind
dinner
through
break.
dozens of enemies to get back to where you were when you died. And you might say, well, why do you need to get
Matter
back
of
to that
fact,
exact
okay.
place where you died?
He lost his 2-hour-long dinner break because he stopped streaming at 6 my time and then he started again at around 9, which is somehow a 2-hour break. Huh. Whatever. Okay, he missed his 2-hour break, but he took a 30-minute dinner break. And then he had how many 20 to 30-minute breaks besides that? Plus the 18 minutes, 20 minutes or whatever of pre-stream music. I don't know. If you add them all up,
And the answer is,
it's probably around about
like
2
I said,
hours,
you
maybe
gain
more than
souls as
that.
you kill things,
Of
and that's
time
the
of
currency
nothing
the game.
happening on
It's
the
necessary to
stream.
get souls to succeed in this game and do anything in this game.
But
when you
DSP
die, you
works so
lose them
hard
all,
when he does his
okay?
marathon
you lose every
streams,
soul
you
that
guys.
is on
He's
your
here all
body,
day.
and what happens is a
When
green
you're not
mist
on break.
appears where you die. So now you have to go back to whatever
Sound
previous
good?
bonfire you touched, and from there, fight your way back to where you were and touch the green mist. And I could understand that if there was a checkpoint system, meaning, okay, you died halfway through the dungeon, so the checkpoint is at the beginning of the dungeon, get to the center of the dungeon again and get your souls back. But it's not. It's go back to the previous bonfire, which
Bang.
could literally
I
be
wonder what
10
happened to
minutes
this
away from the beginning of the dungeon,
Definitely
and then you
don't
have
know
to get
what
from
that
the
anymore.
beginning of the dungeon to where you were. And it's so frustrating to have to repeatedly do this over and over. Because as I said, the game is unforgiving, and when you first come up against certain areas and certain obstacles, you will die repeatedly. And you know,
So
dying
much flailing
repeatedly is
in
going to
game
piss you
case
off because
looking
you
at.
keep going back
You
and
look at the
grinding
case
back
so
to shit
much.
you've already beaten to get to where you were. And
Once
it
you pick
really
it up
is
for the first time in a
frustrating, that
video, half the
repetition
video is
aspect,
them looking at the
especially
case
for
or
people
flailing
who
the case.
think, you know, their time is precious. My time is precious. I don't want to.
It's like, whoa, dude, look
replay
at
the
this
same
game
part of the
case. You see this game? You see
42
this game
times
case?
Just because there's
Holy crap, man,
another
look at this
obstacle
game
that I
case.
need to learn how to beat. And
It's
then
like
I
he watched
die
one
the
dude
first
review
time,
a game,
go back,
and they held up the
pass that
case.
one, then die in another one.
And he
Go
thought,
back,
holy shit, it's
and
so
you just keep
professional.
playing that
You know
same
he's
part of the
talking
game
about
over
that
and over
game.
until you finally get to the next bonfire. It's extremely time-consuming, frustrating, and for me, boring.
Hey,
and that's
finally,
really where
got banned.
I want to go next with this review.
Can he at least get a
is
snarky response?
the difference between
Like,
what
you're
I
a
feel
bad
is challenge in
idiot.
a game and actually becoming
No?
hard work, something considered actual work, and the difference between having fun and putting in time and feeling accomplished, okay? Dark Souls, for me, is a kind of game that it's work, meaning it's
Okay,
so
there you go.
hard.
Dark Souls is work.
Okay? And keep in mind, I'm not a hardcore gamer. Like
This
I
was
said,
years
I don't
ago,
usually
dude.
play
His
games
opinion
like
changed
this,
since
you
then.
know?
He made a lot of money
I play
playing Dark
everything,
Souls.
but I don't usually
That's
play
why you
games
don't
that
want
are
to watch it
this
for his
hard. I didn't play
retrospective.
Demon's Souls. So maybe it is actually even harder for me because I didn't have a background in what kind of a game this was.
I want him to
gonna
watch
be.
PUBG for
But
his
that being
retrospective.
said,
And Persona
for
5.
me, the fact that you have
His
to,
most
oh,
played
you
games
died,
on
go back
Twitch.
to a bonfire, grind for another 10 minutes to get back to where
There's
you
another
were.
one now, too.
That's
Oh,
work.
Blackout.
That's repetitive, boring, not fun to have to repetitively do this kind of stuff over and over and over because they decided to make this game so hard, okay? For some people, they would actually probably feel accomplished and say, wow, I got past this part that I was stuck on for 2 hours. That feels
Why do
great.
you have to listen
for
to my
me,
fan?
having to replay the same thing for 2 fucking
I'm sorry, I don't
hours
have an
straight
office
isn't
like
an
DSP.
idea of fun. And when I play a video
change me,
game,
though, I guess.
okay,
I know what
and
fan
then
you
you
mean.
die
You mean
because
the
there was no
phone, right?
treasure, the guy was just fucking with you. But more often than not, these messages are pretty
Unless you
useful.
mean
like,
what you hear
oh,
now.
there is a
There's nothing I
bonfire
can do
ahead.
about
And
that.
so you
There's
look
nothing I'm
around,
trying to
oh,
do
there was a
about it,
hidden
to be
wall
honest.
here, and I
Sorry.
found the bonfire through the wall, okay?
I put a lot of fucking work into making my stuff good.
In addition to that, there are
But
segments
I'll tell you
where
what,
you can
I ain't
see
about to
how
be
people
sweating here to
die,
fucking stream every day.
by touching a blood stain on the ground. You can actually see people who are really playing the game online right now have just died in a certain area, and so you can be a little bit careful or wary of doing that same mistake. Also, you can see ghosts of other people who are playing near bonfires
That's
or
what
other
they call it.
areas.
Can we
So
go
if you're in
back?
an area,
Oh God, no.
me, I have no problem with cheats
He
for
was
this
just
game.
explaining the
People
whole
who like
game.
these extremely hard, challenging games, they don't mind buying one game for $60
I'm gonna mute
and
myself.
playing
You
it
hear
for
his
2
fan.
months. You know what I mean?
His
They'll
fan is
play
louder
it for
than
2
my
months
fan.
and say, "Wow, that was a great game." For me, I want to play all the cool games. I have to get onto other games. I don't have the time to spend to dedicate to one fucking game just because the game makers felt that this game had to be as difficult as it is. And that's another thing that I do
It get
want to
really,
say.
really, really hot in
I
Connecticut
really feel
when you
that
flail a
From
game
Software,
takes
the
around.
designers of this game, really made the selling point of the game that it
Heat
is so
wave
hard and
outside.
unforgiving.
When did he upload this?
Honestly, outside of that,
Oh yeah, October. Dude, it was probably like fucking 60 degrees outside, maybe 50. And you got to think about it. He had so much stuff in his condo back then. It probably multiplied the temperature at least twice. So it was probably like 100 degrees in his fucking room. He had to have the
what
fan
is
on so
very
high.
unique about Dark Souls? I mean, it's a dungeon crawler. You fight bosses. You use magic. You use healing items. You've played games like this before. Honestly, the only unique thing about the game is that it's so fucking difficult that you will spend a ridiculous amount of time learning it and having to play it completely differently from any other video game that you've played. So, is that enough to sell a game? You know what I mean? You just paid $60 to spend 80 hours playing a difficult game. But is that enough? For me, I judge a game off of everything. Innovation, gameplay, but fun factor is also a major part. And for me, unless I'm, winning at a game, I'm not necessarily having fun. I'm, winning. Fun factor
Now that
is
is a
also
quality
major
quote.
part. And for me, unless I'm, winning at a game, I'm not necessarily having fun. I'm play, but fun factor is also a major part. And for me, unless I'm, winning at a game, I'm not necessarily having fun.
Sounds
now,
good. Young Charlie
again, some
Sheen
people
over
would
here.
like to spend 80 hours to beat this game, and then they get the fun out of it. For me, 80-hour investment into one game.
Oh yeah, Dark
just to
Souls
beat it
1, the
is too
80-hour
much. It's work.
game.
It's considered work.
Totally.
And so for me, for a person
The
like
80-hour
me, you're probably
JRPG,
gonna think
Dark
this game is
Souls.
not a good investment. You're going to say,
It's known for
well,
being
it's
such a
okay,
long
it's
game.
good to a point, but then when you finally get to the most difficult
Where the
parts,
fuck
like
you
for
come
me,
up with 80
when I got
hours
to
from?
Blight Town, which is a part of the game where it's so hard, okay? You're fighting completely
Shout out
unique
to
enemies.
Blight Town.
You never fought anything like them before. They're killing you with only a couple hits. You get poisoned every time you get hit. You only have limited items to cure the poison. Then later on, you end up walking into a bomb,
so mad
which is
about
unavoidable,
Blight Town.
which poisons you
Oh,
while you're in
no.
there. And it's just like, it's enough. It's enough.
enough.
I've had enough to the
Enough,
point where
Japan. I'm
I
done
don't
with your
want
game.
to invest any more time into this game because I know it's going to take me another 4 hours to get through this part of the game, and I'm just not getting enough
needed,
reward out of this
Stream
game.
Chat.
I'm not getting enough
And
fun
he didn't know
factor
Stream Chat
that it's
existed
worth
back
it for
then.
me to
It
grind
changed his
through
life.
this fucking bullshit and get to the next part of the game and that next bonfire
Bang.
and keep playing. So it's a unique style of game. I understand the people who would like it.
Sure you do.
But the common person probably
Okay.
isn't going to want to put up with the amount of difficulty that this game requires, the amount of repetition and work that this game requires to beat it. So honestly, for me, in comparison to all the other games that I've played, and especially the games recently,
What did he
Dark
name
Souls
this?
is not a bad game. In
Oh,
fact,
he didn't
it's a
name it.
good game.
See, he can kind of troll you a bit. You could say, I could already see it. I just got a 50-bit cheer saying, "What do you think about people that review games and don't beat the games?" well, fast forward 15 minutes, and you basically got a long version of him saying why he think it's bad, and then somebody could send a follow up. Well, I got a 100-bit cheer here. Let me read
No, you
it.
dumb bitch! It wasn't fraudulent.
Oh, it's
Johnny
apparently
1488
someone
tipped
trying to
$1.
call me
We found
out
the man
because
WHO
I
can
reviewed
save US.
Dark Souls
His name is
and
Darkside
didn't
Phil.
beat
He's
it.
a VETRAN
Well,
gamer.
that wasn't a review. That was a hateful truth of Dark Souls. That was my opinion on the game at that point, but it's not necessarily a review. You got these idiots. See, these are the people I talk about. You got these idiots. They show up and they try to like fucking one-up me. We're gonna get Phil, or we're gonna show Phil. We're gonna fucking get him. And they just look like fucking morons.
In some
not a review,
parts,
you guys.
it's a great game. When you figure out how to
It's
do
a
something
hateful
that's
truth.
difficult, or when you kill a really big cool boss,
That's a sweet way to
you
get out of
actually
that too.
yes, this is
I don't
great.
know if you'll think
but
of it.
then
But
you
you
kind
might.
of get disappointed. It's like, fuck. Now I gotta spend another couple hours figuring out where to go. Now I gotta spend another couple hours grinding through a new
Thank you for
dungeon
the
until I get to another place where I can say,
idiot.
that felt good. And
Mr.
for
President,
me,
we found a man
those
who can
spots are
save
too
us. His
few
name
and
is
far
Darkside
between.
Phil. He's a
So,
veteran gamer.
For
He
me,
beat Dark
in
Souls.
comparison to all the other games that I've
Eventually.
played this year, I'm gonna be honest.
After getting
I'm actually going to give Dark Souls an 8. An 8 out of 10. And I know
8
you're
out
all
of
expecting
fucking
me to
10.
probably slam the
Rage
game
quit.
and say
8
that
out of
it's a
10.
bad game. It's not a bad game by any means.
Now, let me get this
It's
straight.
slam the game and say that an 8 out of 10. And I know you were all expecting me to probably slam the game and say that it's a bad game. It's not a bad game by any means. It's just a fucking hard-ass game.
It's not a bad game. I just rage quitted and shit on it for 65 videos. But don't worry, you guys. I gave it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 for a rage quit. 8 out of 10 for a rage quit. Dark Souls 1. 9.5 for Neo. The game that he never wants to go back to, and he rage quit the DLC of it because it was quote-unquote not interesting. What are these scores? 8 out of 10 for rage quit and 9.5 for the game he hates.
To play. For me, it's not game of the year, and I know a lot of people
Man,
might
it's a good thing
disagree.
I listen to
It's gonna be
honest
those
reviews
people
from
who
Phil,
love this style of
and I don't go to
difficult
IGN.
gameplay in that it is so difficult. But
Feels
for
good,
me,
man.
the fact that
I
the
get
game
true,
is
authentic
difficult
gamer reviews
doesn't make
from
it
Darkside Phil.
a game that makes it so amazingly good. I think that's good.
The
to
game's
appeal to
really
that
fucking
niche
hard, and I
audience,
rage quit it, but
and
it got
some
an 8
people are
out
gonna
of
love
10.
it for that, but definitely
There you
the
go.
common person is not going to love it for that. So for me, judging off a fun factor, the fact that the common person won't want to invest
Golf and
the amount of
Dolphin is a
repetition and
quality
work
name.
that it takes
Hopefully
to
they
beat this
don't
game,
get
I
banned
can't give
before
it any
somebody
higher
can
than
read their
an
name.
8, okay? So that's Dark Souls in a nutshell. I hope that you now have a more
Thank you
fair
for
and
telling me all
balanced
about Dark
understanding
Souls
of what this game
DSP.
is. And if it is for your forte
8 out of 10.
to go out there and
I mean,
spend
Dark
60
Souls
bucks
is an
to
8 out of 10
spend
game,
80 hours on a game
but
and repetitively die, you're okay with
I'll
that.
say
As long
it
as you can
after
eventually
beating
overcome
it.
it, this is your game.
8 out
But
of
if you're the kind
fucking
of person
10 for
like
rage
me
quit.
who doesn't
What
want
a
to put
valid
ridiculous amounts of work into
Big
a
ups.
video game, something you're supposed to be doing, that you're not
It's a lot of
competing,
work
you're not trying
too,
to win
by the
money
way.
doing this, you're just playing a single player game, a campaign.
I have no
you don't
idea
wanna
what
put
the
that kind
common
of
person
investment
is at
into
this
it.
point.
This isn't going to be your game, and I get the feeling that
Because,
probably it's like
okay,
an 80-20
he tells us he's the Joe average guy, but then when he review a game, he tell us what the common person like he's not the common person. If this isn't the common person, I don't know what is.
split. 20% of the people will love it, 80% of the people will not want to play this game. So it's an 8 out of 10.
I think
Could have
DSP
been-
is the definition
could
of
be
a common
better,
person.
but the selling point is that it's difficult. So it is what it is. And some people will say it's game of the year, and some people will hate it.
Some people will
I
give it
see
an 8 out of
things
10
kind
after
of,
rage quitting it.
from a unique light, and I think that it's a great game, but it's definitely not a game of the year contender.
8 out of
because
fucking
what
10.
It is. Okay.
Oh man, did he review
So that's
Titanfall?
it. And I'm sorry I
I
didn't
don't know
get
why
to
I
beat the
ran
game.
into
I know
all
I
that.
really wanted to.
Sorry I didn't get to beat the game, by the way. Very nice.
No, you dumb bitch! It wasn't fraudulent.
I feel like he did review
Johnny
Titanfall.
1488 tipped $1
don't know why I
for
wanna
a dude
watch it,
who
'cause I
calls
know it's
this
not
kitten a
good.
job. He sure does suck at it. Feels Batman
was
folded
close-
hands,
closest
folded hands,
stream.
folded hands, folded hands.
They got a lot of
folded
likes.
Hands, folded hands.
And I think I know why. Mainstream, blah, blah, blah. Mainstream, blah, blah, blah. It's not a lot. It don't have a lot of content, blah, blah, blah. 7.5 out of 10.
And I said this week, and I'm going to say it again, because the last thing I absolutely hate is review scores on Metacritic and who's playing what. So, oh my God.
You know what I hate? When people don't beat a game and give it an 8 out of 10.
For a real system seller,
Thank you for being woke, DSP, the best
all you
review
ever
in
played
the
was
world.
Call of Duty, so you think you're doing this shit for the first time, when the rest of us have been doing this stuff for the greater part of a decade, if not longer than that. Okay? It's nothing revolutionary. Oh, I could drive a mech? Yeah, I did that 15 years ago. So, for someone who's been around the block, you're not going to think this. But if you're a fanboy of FPS and all you do is play Call of Duty, you'll probably think this is an 8 or a 9, which is probably why some of these mainstream media outlets had their, oh, the guy who reviews the Call of Duty game gives it a 9 every year, have him review Titanfall. 9 out of 10. No shit. But for a common gamer, this game is nowhere near that good. In fact, I'm going to say this game is barely above average because you don't have the full gameplay experience that you get with any other first-person shooter. Even if they have a shitty campaign, it has a campaign. Even if there was it wasn't exactly a multiplayer that hooked you for a year, there was innovation, some kind of innovation in the multiplayer. This game has none of that.
Snort. You know what's weird? Every game needs to innovate and have good graphics and have no bugs and be just as good as every other game. But don't you dare compare DSP to any streamer of any size, because he's going to say, I've been doing this for 11 years. I know what I'm doing. I don't need to change anything. But God damn it, those $60 games, every single one of them needs to innovate. But I'm not going to change anything. Sounds good.
So I'm going to call a spade a spade. And people are going to be pissed. And people are going to be hissing, rip their shirts off.
Yeah, people got that mad about it.
Get all
with the 900 likes, they got so mad.
It's the best FPS game ever.
Whoa, a dude shit on an
it's
Xbox
not.
game.
It's
People got so mad about it.
Best FPS game ever. From a gamer's perspective, who's not an FPS fanboy, it's not
Shout out
even a
to
very good
Titanfall
game.
1.
I give Titanfall on the Xbox
7.5?
One. That's right. I give it a 6.75.
Look at this valid review. You can tell he's thinking of a bullshit number. Like, at that moment, he forgot his fucking score. You're like, hold on, what I want to get this trash? 7?
That's
no.
Right. I give it a 6.75 out of 10.
Great meme.
I'm not saying it's
6.75.
No. But I'm saying
it's not
it's
bad.
Quite literally
it's just not really good.
If you don't
like most things in existence,
get addicted to them and play
by
them,
the way,
forget it. Seriously. And just move on, save your $60 until Microsoft finally gets a real system seller for the Xbox One. If you were thinking of buying an Xbox
One, they totally found it. Wasn't that supposed to be Halo? Should they have a new system seller every year?
This stream is still going on.
I guess.
God
Maybe.
dang man, this stream has lasted longer than the Saints postseason. Phew.
God damn it.
Xbox One for this game? Fuck no.
I forgot the fucking name again. I didn't know it was going to turn into a thing.
Infamous Second Son
You
comes
don't
out
get to
next
track
week.
the memes. Get out of here.
I mean, you played Infamous 1 and 2, right? They were amazing
Infamous
games.
1 and 2 was a
This
system
one's
seller.
probably going to be on par.
There you go.
Why would you rush out and buy another console to play a repetitive, multiplayer-only game?
Technically,
Where you're
wouldn't
gonna
every
get
exclusive
cool
be a system seller?
characters, a
Someone's
great story,
gonna buy the
great
system
graphics,
for it.
amazing narrative, collectibles, replayability.
Remember when
you know what I
Titanfall was
mean?
supposed to be a system seller?
You know that's right around the corner. Why would you rush out and buy this? I don't get it. You know? And the bottom line is this. I shit you not. I'm not exaggerating at all. And I'm not trying to over-dramatize this review. I'm probably trading in Titanfall this week to pick up.
He's not exaggerating, you guys. He traded every fucking game in after he was done with it, though.
Metal Gear Solid 5, and then later in the week, Infamous Second Son. Because
Infamous
I don't wanna
Second
play
Son
this
was so
anymore. I
fucking
played
good,
it
by the way.
twice.
I'm not being
bored
sarcastic at
already.
all.
I've seen all the
It was
maps.
totally worth
and,
buying day one.
Every time I play it, I want
Totally.
to fall asleep. So,
And DSP liked it
Titanfall
even
is
more
a
than me.
snooze.
And I'm still not
It
being
really
sarcastic.
Is. It's a skip.
I am.
I say don't get it, and definitely, by God, do not buy an Xbox
Can't change who
One
you are, I guess.
just
By
for that
God,
game.
don't buy an Xbox
You're
One.
basically wasting your money. Wait for a reason, a real reason to buy the Xbox One, which hopefully will be coming out later this year. Maybe there'll be a
Microsoft
Halo,
blowing the fuck
Gears
out.
of War.
DSP
whatever it is,
outlasted
whatever
you.
Microsoft only franchise ends
Andy
up being,
debunked you.
This
Get
ain't
fucked,
it.
Microsoft.
Skip this fucker.
Get fucked. Dark Side
All
Field
right.
showed you.
Thanks for watching the Hateful
Scrubs.
Truth review. I hope that you found it was maximum truth and minimum bullshit.
6.75.
Regardless
What
of the
a
fact
quality
that
meme. Titanfall is being, I'll read the, oh, it's not that much. Titanfall is being promoted as a system seller and killer app for the Xbox One. But is it really? Or is it just another example of the hype machine going awry? Find out in this Hateful Truth game review. Sure. Yeah, I'm done now. Thank you for showing up to the stream. It was a fun time. I don't think we learned anything. I don't know. It's probably something that's true, and it combined with other stuff, and it makes sense. Maybe one thing, possibly one thing. Doubt it. I'm pushing next to doubt on it, but it might be. Oh, it already come up anyway. Remember, how long has it been since I played this fucking song at the end of a stream? But I'm done here. Thank you for showing up. Dark is playing fake Dark Souls anime edition tomorrow on his first stream. I won't be around for that. I'm so tired of looking at fake Dark Souls. I still gotta play Sekiro myself. And now it's like another thing. Unbelievable. This video 60 FPS too. I think I say that every time I start it.
Give it up, kid.
It's very noticeable, dude.
Everybody's a tough guy. Okay, have it your way. Gear up, boys! OMG, it's DJ.
I don't care how many times you went to sleep broke, nigga. You could still wake up rich, nigga. You just gotta make them dreams come true. I got the season and I am the reason. Every song got soldier but flavor in it. I remember niggas trapping and drug dealing, now everybody pippin'. But really they sippin' and really trippin'. You ain't getting paid off for women. Bought her shoes and then pay the rent, but she ain't never come and pay you for that dick. She got friends in your house riding in your car, pulling up on other niggas. You been babysitting 3 bitches for 3 weeks and still ain't got no skrilla. Taking pictures for the Instagram with these renegade bitches studying hard. Only reason that you got a little money cause you been scamming credit cards. That shit don't give you respect for me. I might with your bitch's telepathy. Send a bitch with you for a week. You gave her 20 bands, she gave it all to me. You had the bitch at your mama house, even had dinner, that was so sweet. Gave her tickets to your ball game just to see you play, gave her front seat. You gave my bitch your endorsement money. She brought it to me, I laughed so ugly. I done got husband's divorcement money. For some reason, rich niggas' wives love me. Rappers making 40 for a show. I was making 40 for a hoe. Seasons Pella Flow, 44, fell asleep with the bitch, she took your dough. You thought my bitch was your biggest fan. She played you good with the biggest plan. She took the watch that was for your hand. She took your bag and took all your bands. You was on Perkins and Poppins' ass, doing it big like a macho man. Hit the stairs, brought me the bands, and you'll never ever see this bitch again. You walk up and rent to the elevator. My bitches ain't stupid when stealing paper. She been gone different direction. That's a sweet lick, no now later. Get your shit together now later. I'm your rap niggas for the dog Vader. Ain't none of my kids disrespecting me. Ain't no one you can call to protect from me. Little ass boy. Fuck is you rap niggas talking about? Bragging about these motherfucking plex and on my knees. Rapping about this street shit, nigga. You ain't never lived by a bus stop in a ghetto corner. Nigga, fuck a deal. I apologize to the fans. I ain't been being a businessman. I ain't been shaking these niggas' hands. I ain't been kissing and kicking cans. I ain't squashing shit with a rap nigga until we square up or shoot it out. Niggas think they safe cause a bodyguard on Southside smack 'em out. Get a rapper shot in the club while he throwing money at his favorite spot. My youngers is dumb, they don't give a damn. They'll hit you and get right on Instagram. They move on my car way before I pay them. I give a look in a nigga good. I ain't go platinum last year cause I was pimping slinging choppers in the hood. For the line, it's a trio spill. Made $500,000, no deal. Said fuck my whole rap career. Pissed the game off and I'm still here. Ain't no record sale stopping shit. I'm still buying cars, popping shit. Still buying houses out the bitch. Buying new chains worth a brick. On them songs, you the big man. Big man, get extorted like a bitch. You afraid of the big bad wolf. You a little red robin bitch. Oh, hey. Hey. What's up? How do you get? What's up? Start shooting it.
You know, there's a sick motherfucker on the internet called Tevin, and look what happened because of fucking Tevin and his shithead fan base.
Son of a bitch, you piece of shit, you fucking goddamn fucker. Listen, fuckhead, you have fucking crossed the line. Get that through your goddamn fucking head. Stop pushing your shit.
Absolutely fierce AF.